Hello, this is Barry Kane, Superintendent of the Ellsworth Community School District. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view this informational video about our upcoming April 7th operational referendum. Much of the information included in this video was presented at the two previous public informational sessions held in March. There is one question on the ballot at the April 7th election. This is the operational referendum that provides the district with the ability to exceed the revenue limit by $1.3 million per year for 3 years, beginning with the 2015-16 school year. This is the same referendum question that was passed in April of 2011 and expired at the end of the 2013-14 school year. This slide provides additional information about the referendum question. First of all, it is important to understand that the term non-recurring means that this referendum only allows the district to exceed the revenue limit for a set number of years, in this case 3 years. As with our last referendum, the district would then need to come back before the voters to renew the ability to exceed the revenue limit. The term revenue limit also needs to be well understood. The revenue limit is the maximum amount of revenue that a school district can raise through state general aid and local property tax levy. Basically, it is a state-imposed cap on the district's budget. As shown in the table below, the district's revenue limit is nearly $400,000 lower than it was in 2010-11. For any district to exceed the revenue limit, the district must go to referendum for approval from the local residents. Lastly, the table shows the amount of revenue limit override authority the district used for the 2011-12 through the 2013-14 school years. Although the referendum allowed the district to exceed the revenue limit by $1.3 million per year during that time, the district levied much less due to decreasing costs related to changes at the state level and other budgetary reductions. It is important to note that the district made over $1 million in staffing and other budgetary cuts at the end of the 2013-14 school year due to the expiration of the previous referendum. This slide shows another way to clarify the revenue limit. For this example, the revenue limit is set at $10,000. The purple area shows the amount of the revenue limit that is made up of state general aid. The green area shows the amount of revenue limit that is made up of the local property tax. The more general aid we receive, the less local property taxes are needed to reach the revenue limit, and vice versa. What is important to realize is that the revenue limit remains the same. In other words, the district's budget does not increase or decrease in this example. At this time, the proposal being considered at the state level proposes a revenue limit freeze for the next 2 school years. There are many factors that determine the exact revenue limit for a district, but in general, the district's revenue limit will remain relatively stable under this proposal. This slide shows some important issues in this referendum. Number 1, as noted, the state finance system does not provide for the educational programming and budgetary needs of the district. Number 2, as noted earlier, the district made in excess of $1 million in budgetary reductions this past spring. And lastly, the district will need to make an estimated $1.15 million in additional cuts for the upcoming school year, followed by additional cuts if a referendum is not approved by the voters. A complete listing of initial proposed cuts is available on the district's website. Operational referenda are not uncommon across our state. As an example, 41 school districts have or are scheduled to go to referendum this school year for operational purposes. Of those already voted on this school year, 23 of 28 have been successful across the state. As highlighted in the news today, many other districts are in need of educational programming cuts to balance budgets due to current funding proposals at the state level. So why us? Traditionally, the Ellsworth Community School District ranks near the bottom in revenue limit dollars per student available. As this slide shows, prior to passing the operational referendum in 2011, the school district ranked 420th of 425 districts for funds available to educate the children of the district. With relatively low dollars per student being available, the district has the difficult choice of continuing to cut programs, staffing, and maintenance expenses, or to bring a referendum to the voters of the district. The district is a frugal district that also ranks low in per-student spending on instruction, support staff, and administration. For the 2013-14 school year, the district ranked 377th of 425 districts with spending that was over $1,000 per student below the state average. This table shows the estimated tax increase that a homeowner will see compared to their current local school property tax for homes valued from $100,000 to $300,000. As indicated, the tax impact that the owner of a $100,000 home will see is $2.17 per month, or $26 per year. The residents of the Ellsworth Community School District have demonstrated support for the schools and programs of our district. As discussed earlier, the 2011 operational referendum that was approved by the voters is very similar to this referendum. Also, the recent scientific poll of the district residents indicated that 68% of those polled supported or strongly supported an operational referendum at the tax impact that is currently being proposed. Thank you once again for taking the time to watch this video. For more information, please visit our website or feel free to call me in my office. School board members are also available to discuss the referendum, and their contact information is also available on our website. Lastly, please remember to vote on April 7th, as everyone's vote matters.